What's going on, everybody? My name is Jane Doe and I am Sheikah Sweetie, and we are introducing to you guys Book Black. It's an extension of Black Book Houston, where we interview Houston's greatest creatives, talents, caterers, pretty much what we do on Black Book Houston Instagram, just visual. Yes, so you guys make sure y'all are following us on Instagram, because we will be bringing you the hottest entrepreneurs and businesses around Houston, Texas. Hey y'all, it's Sheikah Sweetie with Book Black, and today we have Jemeka here, also known as JJ, with the Griffin Locations. And what are your other businesses, ma'am?
Well, Griffin Locations is the main one. I am an investor. I invest in many businesses that I can't really express what business they are right now, but mainly real estate.
I got you. So before we get started with this interview, we're going to see if JJ over here got her black card or not. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, girl. So what does TWA stand for? I'm going to give you some answer choices. We got tight wavy afro, tailored wavy and all natural, treated washed and all natural, or teeny weeny afro.
I would go with C.
C? What's C? Treated washed and all natural?
Yeah.
That's the one you want?
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
that's not it. What
no,
is it?
It's teeny weeny afro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I just went bald this year, so I would know.
All right, we might let you slide. Okay. This one, it's whatever you say, but I think we all know what answer it should be.
Okay.
Who's the soulful singer that can't dance? Mariah Carey, Maxwell, Rihanna, or Mary J. Blige?
That can't dance?
Can't dance.
Oh, Mariah.
What? You
She can't dance?
Mary J. Blige can't dance. You ain't never
Hey, Mary, but Mary, you know, she do her own little thing, but I don't think Mariah
Okay, girl,
can't
it's
dance.
whatever
she
you
do?
say. Who?
What she do?
Mariah be trying to look sexy. You ain't see her lay all out.
I don't know if that's really dancing though.
But she can sing though. I wouldn't.
You know, Mariah
like
can
that.
sing her butt out though.
Okay,
Love it.
This one we need a correct answer.
Okay.
Who is Prince Akeem's silly smooth rival in Coming to America? Randy Watson, Tommy, Cleo McDowell, or Daryl? Come on, you gotta know this.
Cleo.
No.
No?
Just let it shine.
Okay.
You lost your black card.
I'm
It's Daryl. Remember he had the hair, solo.
That was his name. I was focusing on, you know, Hakeem. Prince Hakeem. That's what I was focusing on.
It's okay, girl. Let's not worry about her black card getting revoked. We still gonna promote her business and support her business. So let's talk about your business and what it is you do.
Okay, so I am the owner of Griffin Locations, now turned into Griffin Locations Group. We are expanding, started a team. So basically I am an agent, and I sell a lot of homes in Houston. Been in the business full time for about 2 years. So thank you. Been having like a rapid growth in a very short time span, so very blessed for that. But one thing that we really specialize in is investing in education. There's some things that some agents might not teach. You know, they get in the deal and get out, but us, like, we actually nurture our clients and teach them to grow to not only to their first time home buying experience, but how do you take that experience and make it into multiple streams of income, actually grow a real estate portfolio.
Oh yeah, because we definitely need that kind of knowledge going around in our community, because a lot of us don't know, not only how to buy a home, but we don't know how to generate other streams of income versus, going to work every day. Yeah. And, hustling here and there. But yeah, that's awesome that you guys are actually educating people in the community.
Yeah, so. Well, I mean, it's, whether you lease or you buy, you have to live somewhere, right? So how do you leverage on that? A lot of us, right, our families, typically the previous generation may or may not own a home, or they may not own as many homes. But how can we switch around future generations so there would be more Black home owners, more Black developers, more Black everything? Because we are one of the most biggest consumers in every industry, right? And we don't really forefront that.
Yeah.
So
I wish I had known what I knew now, because I spent $1,300 a month on an apartment, and people was like, "Oh, go get a house," and I was just like, "Well." I was like, I can't really get a house. I don't really know the process of getting a house. And y'all just telling me go get a house.
Yeah.
And at that time, I mean, me being probably like 22, 23, I'm thinking like, oh no. That's a big commitment, when the whole time I could have just got a townhouse or something.
Yeah.
And then when I decided I wanted a house, we got this townhouse. We can rent that out. And we could buy the home we really want. But I had no prior knowledge.
Yeah, but it's all about... knowing that, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was working with a young lady today, beautiful soul, and, had even more, beautiful mother that had a great soul. She's 23. She's in the, working industry and things like that, but her mother kind of instilled in her, hey, let's get you a home to live in. It's a townhouse. We shopping for nice, beautiful townhomes, but stuff that's under $150,000. That would give you that $1,100, $1,300 note, and you own that, and that's something that would appreciate. And you grow equity in it, and then you flip that into the next home, and then you just continue to repeat that cycle. But the good thing about her is, she had that mother or some type of figure to tell her that. And, even if you don't have those resources, social media, if you go looking for it, you'll find it. Yeah. But it's just all about, really pushing that and really putting that in front of us. So, yeah.
So how did you jump into your business? Like, how did you get started?
Crazy thing is, I was kind of forced to pursue my dreams. I've always was interested in real estate, whether it was from an investment standpoint or from the agent side. There's so many aspects into this business, but that you don't really know until you get into it. But back in April 2016, I was laid off at Chevron. I was a full-time petroleum engineer. I flew a jet every 2 weeks. I was very comfortable in my career. And would have never thought that I would have been the one that got laid off, especially after so many rounds didn't happen. But they got your girl, right? And, it was devastating. During that time, I was in school for my MBA, me and my now husband, we were dating at the time, and, we kind of grew from there. And, a full year of, doing my MBA and, graduating with a 4.0 in that, which is so great to get. I'm not working for no one. I was trying to get it to, to put something behind my portfolio. But in business school, it was cool because you learned about business and how to take all of these skills that you've learned in the industry, working in the oil and gas industry. I worked with multi-billion-dollar projects, and, it was a lot to handle, especially at a young age, but, I was very good at it. So putting an MBA aspect behind it and me getting my real estate license on the side, I always thought that it would be something on the side, which, I fell in love with it and decided to go full-time, and it's been great ever since.
So with that being said, you have a whole MBA and everything.
Yeah.
Do you feel college was a necessity?
Oh, yes, definitely. It's kind of like in anything that you do, it's kind of like training grounds, right? You learn how to communicate with different people from all different sorts of backgrounds, and then when you get into the workforce, it even, it broadens even more, because now you're dealing with different ethnicities. I went to HBCU, Prairie View A&M, the best HBCU in the world, if you didn't know.
I'm sorry that she even mentioned that, because we all know that Grambling State University is the best university.
For the sake of us playing nice on this interview, we'll
Cause she know what's up
right now.
She know what's up. Everybody know what's up. Now nobody talk about PV. What PV doing? Grambling, it was just with Beyonce. Okay. Grambling is world fame. Okay. Adidas got us. What Prairie View doing? Now they produce productive people, but Grambling is on the map.
Well, the good thing is all HBCUs are wonderful because they're built off of great foundations, which is us. right?
Of course.
You know, so
of course.
it's all love, all HBCU love. But no, it prepared me to, you know, be diverse, really, in like communication skills and dealing with different projects, you know, and just different life challenges. You know, college, you was trying to feed yourself and trying to make it to the next class, and at least trying to pass, especially in engineering. For all my engineers, if you know what senior design is, it was crazy. You know, it taught me work ethic. You know, it wasn't just, you know, go through college and just pass. Like, it was go through college and excel and seek out different opportunities, expand your network and things like that. And it has, you know, carried on to my business, to my husband's businesses, to us making, we believe, our right decisions, like for investments. So yeah, it's definitely helped out a ton.
So as a full-time entrepreneur working your own businesses, what does your typical day-to-day look like?
Crazy.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, you know, it's, as far as work hours, you know, it can vary from day to day. But typically my phone is buzzing at 6 a.m. You know, most of my clients, they do work. So that's like, you know, the first thing, you know, hey, how's this going? Or can you answer this question? And it goes all the way up until sometimes 8 or 9 sometimes. And, you know, I've even worked to midnight. So it just depends on how many clients I have that I'm working with, and even, you know, with the businesses that me and my husband have together, you know, what's going on there. But definitely always busy every day. So
are you typically in the office most of the time? Or are you usually working from your home? Or how do you swing that with having a office?
You know, I'm both. But, you know, with real estate, I'm out on the ground, like, working. You know, I'm showing homes. I'm, you know, learning more about the market. You know, having meetings with builders, investors, and so I'm in the car.
Question. So how many black builders and developers are you partnering with? I'm just curious.
I mean, it's when you say partner, like, what
that work with, just how many?
I mean, it's a couple right now, but it's so many of them in Houston that you just have to go look out for them. Like, it might be small ones, like Acres Homes, or you know, Fifth Ward. Like, a lot of black developers are there, but definitely working on more for sure. So yeah.
So the reason why I asked is because, you know, the person that built our home is black, and I just you know, I'm always thinking, what's black? Like, who's black that does this, that does that? Because we always are trying to support those people, because I mean, if we don't, who will?
Yeah, so, exactly.
What do you feel is the toughest part about being in real estate?
The being consistent, you know, it's very hard. Just with anything entrepreneurial, you know, it's not like a steady check every week or two or anything like that. It's definitely a grind. From our business standpoint, with Griffin Locations, something that we pride ourselves in is education. So sometimes one of the tough hurdles is basically teaching the learning curve. The learning curve is tough. You know, it might be hard to teach somebody what's property mortgage insurance, you know, from a certain education background. Like, we have to break down stuff more, but that's something that we love doing. Could we probably excel with other, you know, other aspects in the business? Yes, definitely, of course, but we really cater to our people. So that's, you know, no matter how hard it is, like, that's our passion. That's what we want to do. We want to create more black wealth. We want to get more black people into homes, because it's not just about that individual, just like you and your husband. It's not just about y'all. You see the long-term vision. You see generations. You see, you know, just making your stamp on the world. So, yeah.
So what do you feel is like the ugly side of real estate?
You know, of course, there's negotiating. It's never, you know, a lot of people can probably think that, you know, I'm happy, which I am. I'm happy, I'm nice, but for my clients, I'm a pit bull. You know, so sometimes that can be rough, right? You know, getting down to the nitty gritty. But, you know, just that time management. When you get to a certain point, you handle so many clients, and also just taking a break for yourself, and that's just not in real estate. That's in everything that you do. Your businesses can sometimes take a hold of you, right? Mm-hmm. So another thing that we love promoting is not just about Black wealth, mm-hmm. but Black health, right? We need to meditate more. We need to pray more. We need to be around positive energy more. It's not all about just energy, popping bottles and going to the clubs.
Amen.
Not saying that I didn't do it, because I used to do it. But, it's some point. But it took for me to get laid off, and for me to actually go through a struggle to actually, weigh what's actually valued to mm-hmm. me. And just to the world in general, like to our surroundings. Just keep positive energy around you. And, anything that you set your mind to, just work hard at it. And I promise you, more than likely, you'll succeed.
So, you mentioned, having a lot of clients. About how many clients do you manage a month?
Well, so, with, deals and everything, we probably do anywhere between 5 to 7 homes a month. But leads are always, ongoing. Sometimes I work with clients a year. Sometimes it's less than that. And a lot of people really don't do that. But that's what we pride ourselves into. We're not just going to give up on you if you don't get approved for a home. We tell you exactly the blueprint outline. We connect you to different avenues that can help you to reach your goal. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I remember we were working with, I guess that was our real estate agent, mm-hmm. But we wasn't really sure when we wanted to buy a house. We was just like, we think we want to. And, when you new and buying a house, mm-hmm. you be excited. You don't know when you're supposed to contact people. We contacted people a whole year in advance. And she like, just make sure your credit is right and all of this. And so mm-hmm. we started working on everything, getting everything in order. And we wasn't really sure when we wanted to go ahead and, so like, hey, we want to drop the ball and get stuff rolling. Mm-hmm. But she definitely stayed in contact with us. Mm-hmm. And actually what happened was we were planning to get a house in July, and we needed to get a house spur of the moment in October, and we just got it. And mm-hmm. I'm glad she did stay in touch with us, because we was constantly talking to her. She's like, hey, just checking to see how things are going. So that's good that there are real estate agents like you guys mm-hmm. that keep in contact with the clients, even though they're not looking to buy right away, because some people be looking to flip their money right then, and then they don't care about you once it's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's dope.
Thank you.
What kind of advice would you give to aspiring real estate agents or entrepreneurs like yourself?
Yeah, as far as like from the agent aspect, just seek advice, seek mentorship, and be consistent. When you're going into this business, don't only think about the money aspect. If you just in it for the money, it's not, it's going to be what it's going to be. But if it's like truly your passion and you love it, just stick to it. It'll be rough in the beginning, but I believe in, God will always make a way, and faith without work is dead. So if you put in the work, everything will fall in place. And from an entrepreneur standpoint, just keep grinding. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Just be positive, create positive energy around you, and feed into that. Practice what you preach, and just love and blessings and success.
I feel that. Mm-hmm. So, before we get ready to go, we're gonna do a couple things. First thing I want to do.
Another game?
Yes, I know. Are you psychic? How you doing? Play another game. Somebody told you?
No.
Okay, we're gonna play another game. But this one is gonna require some thinking, but it's not. We're not gonna take your black card. You just
okay.
We just need you to think a little bit. So I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what we gonna do is I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to name 3 real estate agents that are black in Houston. You ready? Go.
Okay. Nikki Handy, Mr. Real Estate, and
time winding down. Come on,
y'all. I've been working 10 hours today. My brain really trying to turn on. And Andrew Mouton.
Okay, we'll just slide with it. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to name 3 black builders in Houston.
Christmas Synagogue, Jay Bradley, and Erwin Nicholas. Yay!
Last question. Name 3 black-owned apparel companies in Houston or boutiques.
I know the people who own it. Can't think of the names off of, okay, Harley Holmes, guy who runs that.
They could be on Instagram.
Yeah. Harley Holmes and AJ McQueen. He owns an apparel company.
That's two.
And you.
You cheated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you make it.
Yeah. But I did 3 straight, y'all.
All right, y'all. So plug yourself and let everybody know where they can find you, where they can follow you, how they can get in contact with you.
Yes, follow me at Griffin Locations on Instagram, and also we just started our own leasing sector of the business that Sylvia Vasquez is running. She is amazing. Griffin Locations Leasing. So at Griffin Locations Leasing. My personal page is at Gifted Goddess, and yeah.
Alright.
My husband's at Reading with a Rapper, at Legends Do Live, at Douglas Jr., JOH, all that.
Okay, y'all. We want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to Book Black, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.